Hi everybody, this is Diana from Sweet y Salado, and today we're going to make another popular Colombian recipe called pasteles de pollo, which are round chicken turnovers. As always, the link for this recipe can be found at the end of the video and in the info box below. To cook our chicken, we're going to place water in a medium pot. Then we're going to add green onion, white onion, and garlic. Now we add our chicken breast. We're going to cover the pot, bring it to a boil on high heat, and once it's boiling, we're going to reduce the heat to medium-low and cook for about 30 to 35 minutes. Then we're going to take out the chicken breast, let it cool, and we're going to shred it either with our hands or with a pair of forks. To cook our potatoes, we're going to place russet potatoes cut into cubes in a medium pot, and then we're going to cover them with water. We're going to season with salt to taste. Then we're going to cover the pot, bring it to a boil on high heat, and once it's boiling, we're going to cook on medium-low for about 20 to 25 minutes. Then we're going to drain the potatoes and mash them either with a potato masher or with a fork. To make our guiso or ogao or tomato sauce, we're going to heat olive oil in a large pan over medium heat, and then we're going to add chopped green onion and garlic, and we're going to cook this for about 2 minutes. Now we're going to add chopped tomato and cook for about 8 minutes or until the tomato is nicely cooked. And then we season it with ground cumin and food coloring. Then we're going to add a little bit of water. I start with about half a cup just to make sure that it's not too dry. And if I notice that if it's still too dry, I add about another half a cup. Now we're going to season it with salt and pepper to taste, and we're going to let it simmer for about 1 to 2 minutes. Then we're going to add our shredded chicken and our potatoes. Then we give it a stir to make sure our chicken and potatoes are fully covered with our tomato sauce. We're going to taste for seasoning, and if it needs more salt, you can add it to taste. To make our dough or masa, we're going to place warm water in a large bowl, and then we're going to add a chicken bouillon, which is completely optional. And then we're going to season it with food coloring, vegetable oil or melted butter, and salt. Then we're going to add our pre-cooked cornmeal into the water. This is the same cornmeal that we use to make arepas and tamales. And we're going to knead our dough until it's nice and smooth. Then we're going to cover it with plastic wrap and let it rest for about 10 minutes. To make our turnovers, we're going to make 2 small balls per turnover, and we're going to make sure that they're about the same size. I would say about 1 inch in diameter. And then we're going to press one of the balls. I'm using a tortilla press, but you can use the bottom of a pot or a plate. Once it's formed into a disc, we're going to set it aside, and we're going to do the same thing with the other ball. Now we're going to place about 1 to 2 tablespoons of our filling right in the center of that disc. And then we're going to cover it with the first disc that we set aside. We're going to seal the edges with our fingers. And then we're going to fold it in just to make sure it looks nice and pretty. We're going to fry our turnovers in preheated oil at 350 degrees for about 7 to 8 minutes. And then halfway through the cooking process, we're going to flip them over just to make sure that they're cooked on both sides. Once they're golden brown and crispy, we're going to take them out of the oil and drain them on paper towels. And that's your recipe for making delicious Colombian pasteles de pollo, which you can serve with Colombian hot sauce. And by the way, I also have this recipe here on the channel and in my blog, so I'm going to leave you those links in the info box below. If you enjoyed this video and this recipe, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and if you haven't done so already, subscribe to this channel so you can be up to date with all of the new videos that I upload in the future. And don't forget that you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, and Google+. Thanks everybody for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye, and buen provecho.